Hello, this is Sharonda, and this is my podcast, YouTube podcast, Spiritual Sense. Today is, I am doing this for my Tuesday. I'm going to do a 6-card Celtic cross for my 6-part tarot reading, so give me just a moment. I am working with my Mrs. Cleo Power Tarot deck cards. But before I proceed, I want to say, Father, Supreme Being of all being, thank you for waking me, family, and friends alike up this morning to see another day. Continue to bless us and shield us from any injury, harm, or danger. No weapon formed against us shall prosper. As it is said, it is so. I declare and I decree. I want to pay homage to Bash, Shemaiah, Shango, Osiris, my aunt, Ogun, and Oshun. Give me infinite wisdom, knowledge, capability, and understanding as I do my reading. I'd like to stress that this podcast is optional. It is for entertainment purposes, informational and educational purposes. It just depends on which podcast or episode you may listen to. So I consider myself to be a spiritualist, gypsy, nomad, psychic light, intuitive, magic mind medium. I think we mostly possess these capabilities. It's just how receptive you are to the energy. So let's proceed. I'm going to meditate on the cards and I'm going to pull out 6 cards for my Celtic cross. Again, I'm working with my Mrs. Cleo's cards. All right, we have 1, we have 2, we have 3, we have 4, we have 5, and I'm going to proceed with this one, 6. Again, I'd like to stress that this podcast is optional. It's for entertainment purposes, all right? Alrighty. All right, so I'm going to lay down the cards. And let's proceed. All right, so we're going to begin with the first card, if you're able to view that card. All right, so the first card is King of Swords. So the King cards are established, in control, and see things through to the end. These cards can represent a mature male. Swords relates to the mind and intellect, action, knowledge, power, and change. I have what crosses over, or the obstacle or hurdle. We're going to proceed with this card here. 10 of coins. Now, 10 has a lot to do with renewal, fulfillment, and a life cycle. So something lets me know that I honestly feel as though this reading is in relation to some challenges that you're having. Something lets me know that there is an attack on your family unit, if that makes any sense. If you take a look at this card, you see the man, the woman, and child. I believe as though, because I have it in the obstacle position or hurdle or whatever the case may be, that there could be very well an attack on your family. And why? Because I have pentacles all around here. Something lets me know that it's evil eye, even though I have, actually it's coins, but we know pentacles and coins are one and the same. I'm going to say that is evil eye. If you reference to my podcast that I've done on evil eye, it will give you an explanation as to what evil eye is. So what is this coming from? What is this stemming from? Well, above the situation, I have Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So something lets me know there is some negative energy that is perhaps coming towards you. Something lets me know that there has been an attack on your health, which essentially has been perpetuated by affecting your finances. Something lets me know that there is an attack on your health regarding financial. As you can see, this right here looks like a goat. Oftentimes when we see the goat, it's not a good, favorable thing. So we're going to read it in the opposite. Something lets me know that there are some negative energies surrounding you regarding your health, which has spirit over into your finances. And to the left, I have Seven of Swords. Seven relates to insight, spirituality, and contemplation. Something, it lets me know that it was somebody in the past that perhaps you had a disagreement with, or something did not go right in terms of your past, and that is what's affecting you right now. This is the reason. This is the reason that I have here. Four of Cups, if you're able to view that. So the number 4 relates to comfort, stability, and determination. Cups relates to our feelings and emotions, creativity, relationship, intuition, and compassion. So something lets me know that I don't know if you're the type of person who is into occultism or mysticism. Some disagreement that happened between you and someone else, and it looks like it's showing up now. Okay? I'm going to tell you that I honestly feel as though, I don't feel as though it's a curse per se. I honestly feel as though it's ill intention. More or less like a hex or a jinx even. So I don't feel, in other words, it's karma. When you do things, it will come back. So I don't feel as though, I think it's measured by how much power you give to it, if that makes sense. So we all will face our karma, whether we do right or wrong. Some things are just going to happen. I feel as though whoever this person is, this evil eye that I showed that is presented here towards your family, health, as well as your finances, is by way of your intellect, if that makes sense. Like it's more perceptive. If you believe it, then it will manifest in your space, is what I believe. So I do show 8 of Staffs here. 8 relates to action, success, and recognition. So something lets me know that this person perhaps had some assistance around you in helping perpetuate this, but I don't believe that they have much power or control over you, is what it lets me know. It's all perceptive. It's all perceptive. It's all based on what you will allow and what you will accept as your reality. You got to understand that I do believe curses are real. I do believe hexes and jinxes are real. I do. But it's all based on how much power you give to it, if that makes sense to you. Now let's get a little bit about love, because you're going to find that oftentimes when there is a weak link or something that is not, when there's a break in communication, a break in faith and belief and trust, then you'll be susceptible to letting these negative energies in, and they can play on that, is what it lets me know, okay? So I don't think, that does not mean that you cannot be bothered by it or affected by it. But if you give it power, it will reign in your life, if that makes sense to you. So I think a lot of what's going on with you is a little bit of talk. You catch my drift? Like talks to get you excited or get you riled up about something that is really none of your concern, as I have girl talk here. And give me just a moment, let me provide more lighting. So that should be a whole lot better. So basically gossip is what I feel like. Hearsay, some things that are not necessarily true. If you're able to view this. I also have both here, so I don't know if you someone that is close by where there's some waters or a boat or whatever the case may be. But it says receiving what you need, progression, arriving, moving on, closure issues. So could it very well be some situations, some closure issues? What I take in terms of this reading is some unresolved issues. That's what it lets me know. I have coffin here. Endings bring new beginnings, growth, change, liberation, and transition. Well, I honestly feel as though that this is a scare. This is a scare. It's someone trying to call your bluff. I don't feel as though you should be too much worried about it. But what I will say is I think you need to focus mainly. You need to stay focused because you'll oftentimes find that the taunts of these energy spaces is to take you away from this space. Okay? Ultimately. All right. So let's go ahead. We're going to pull out past history. Let's pull out past history. Past history. Let's see. We have one. And you'll begin to see these. This is the cycle of life. This is life. This is it. We are all in a spiritual experience. We are all in a spiritual. This life is about what? Lessons and blessings card. So I honestly feel as though this is a lesson to you and your who's to come, whether it be children, grandchildren, or whomever. I have medicine man or woman, so something lets me know that these energy spaces have the capability of shamanistic type of beliefs and behaviors, is what it lets me know. I have persecution and acquisition. So that lets me know that I don't feel as though you did anything that was so detrimental, more so than you would know. Okay, you would know what that is. All right, so let's go ahead. We're going to pull out thoughts, faith, and belief. So I honestly feel as though you're dealing with some evil eye. You're simply dealing with evil eye, if that makes sense to you. And the Eight of Staff may not necessarily be on your job. It could just be in relation to church members or whomever you have an association or affiliation with, okay? All right, so we're going to pull out 3 of the Celtic cards. 1. We want to focus on the positive. We want to focus on things that are positive. We don't want to focus on it. We would want to be conscientious of dark, negative energies, but ultimately it's all based on perception, okay? Now, I have Ace of Pentacles here, so as you can see, light at the end of the tunnel, where you have light here. I think in this case, you're going to get enlightenment by a relative who has transitioned over. You're going to get enlightenment. It's going to come by a dream from a relative that's going to give you enlightenment about you are a replica, because I do believe that life is such as that, a thing. You are a replica of someone in your past, in your feminine lineage, who was faced with some of these same similar challenges, and how you can go about changing that and rectifying that, okay? The next card I have here is 5 of Cups, and again, this podcast is for entertainment purposes. It is for entertainment purposes. If you're able to view this card, 5 of Cups. I do show wherever you're located, there is a portal. If you can see this card and view this card, there is a portal. That's what it lets me know. 5 of Cups relates to stress, conflict, instability. Cups relates to feelings and emotion, creativity, in relationships, intuition, and compassion. So I honestly feel as though you yourself are not the only one that is faced with these challenges, is what it lets me know. As you can see, this person is looking back towards this, what looks like a vortex. This lets me know that there was someone in your past who was faced with some of these similar same challenges as well. And I think they're going to enlighten you and inspire you to how you can move forward in your in this situation. It's nothing serious, but I do feel as though it can be taken out of hand based on how you respond to it, how you allow it to affect you. The next card I have here is Two of Swords. Two, unity, balance, and partnership. So I think it's a test for your family unit, but mostly between you and your wife. I feel as though I'm speaking to a man. There is an attack towards your relationship with you and your wife. It says it relates to the mind and intellect, action, knowledge, power, and change. We want to move that negative energy away. It's what we want to do, because I do feel as though this life is such as that. It's a learning experience for us. Okay? So we want to be positive. We want things to be favorable for you. We all will go through challenges. That's just life. Things will work out for you, and I do believe there's a message by way of your spirit guides. And give me just a moment. Let me see if I am able to minimize. I am not. Oh gosh, let's see. Let's see if I'm able to minimize. Let's see. All right, so let me pull up my Egyptian tarot. Give me just a moment. I do feel as though there is a message from someone in your past who was going through some of the same similar circumstances that can enlighten you and inspire you. All right. All right, so we're going to proceed with, let's pull out, all right, let's pull this one out here. All right, so is that the Sun card? Let's take a look and see, which is a major arcana card. Give me just one moment. I'm going to read what's on the card. Just one moment. This is a major arcana card. Let's see. Give me just a moment. It's taking a minute to load. Major arcana card. Alright, so let's see, that looks like 24. No, 14, I'm sorry. That's 14, card 14. So let's go down to card 14. Card 14. Let's go down to card 14. All right, so this is actually the Temperance card. I think it's a test of your tolerance. That's what it lets me know. It says the genes of the two urns, initiative letter, NAN or N, number 50. It goes on to mention that N equals 50 and expresses the perpetual movement of life in the divine world. In the intellectual world, it is the combination of ideas that create moral life. In the physical world, it is the combination of the forces of nature, sun and earth. Consult your strengths, not to retreat in front of obstacles, but to use them slowly, like water that falls drop by drop and erodes the hardest stone. So again, this is to let you know that this is basically what this Eight of Staffs is. The energy that comes against you, that I said that it was evil eye. I don't know if it is coming from either, it could be family, your spouse's family. It could be coming from a church or associations or what have you. But I do believe that some of this negative energy is coming from somewhere. Okay? I do believe that you will get enlightenment from a relative who has transitioned over about how to handle these challenges. The positive mentions moderation, harmony, serenity, capacity to adapt, happy transformation, holiday, repose, healthy diversions, thaumaturgical virtues, positive magnetism, recovery, transfusion of vital force. So I do believe that the key factor, the key word here is positive magnetism. So by way of saying a prayer, staying focused, I believe positivity, you will attract positive energy into your space, because this is a test, and you will oftentimes find that we are presented with challenges in this life experience. Now, this is what you're dealing with. The negative is excesses of all types, anxiety, impatience, wrong choices, and capacity to adapt, tensions, frustration, strong dislikes, oppositions, and confusion. So that is what is going to come towards you. And oftentimes when we're empathetic and we're going through a lot of things in our life, it's hard to diffuse that energy to where it will tattle on into our relationships. It can affect our health and our well-being. So you want to be in the right stance when that energy, I feel as though it is presenting itself. You want to be in the right stance, okay? All right, let's get your soul purpose card. Soul's purpose card. The next card I have here is books. Books is something in relation to books. You connect to your life purpose through your involvement with books. So go to the library or bookstore. It's going to illuminate how you can handle these challenges. As I speak to you, I speak to myself. We all will be faced with some type of adversity in this life experience. It's just simple as that. Let's get your healing energy, Oracle. I'm focused on this one today. Alrighty. Okay, so affirmation. I think you will get affirmation when you go to this bookstore, library, or it could very well be a close friend, a relative, or whomever. They have a book that you would need to read, and it's going to empower you and inspire you. I listen to myself and acknowledge my needs. I assert myself and retain my power. I am brave and gentle. I don't have to be afraid of others. I respect myself and am respected by others. And that is the truth. All right? Now let's get your angel cards. And we're going to end with the soul truth. And we're going to bring this to a close. Alrighty, let's go ahead. Alright. Let's see. I'm focused on this one. Focus on this one. Life's review. So again, I think when some things need to manifest in our space, positivity wise, as it mentions in the Egyptian Tarot Temperance card, positive magnetism. Sometimes we're going to have to deal with ourselves. We're going to have to face our demons in order to bring in good energy flow into our lives. So the life review angel card says, Archangel Jeremiah, take inventory of your life and resolve to change or heal anything that is unbalanced. So again, in order for you to heal and to move forward, it's going to take facing the music, okay? All right, as I speak to you, I speak to me, because we all will need a check up. It's just simple as that. All right, so let's go ahead. We're going to pull out the Soul Truth card. I'm focused on this one. And we're going to go ahead and bring this to a close. So it says, if you're able to view or even read this card, you may not be able to read it. I do apologize. If I had a magic wand and could have anything I desired in life, what would I choose? So right now you want to put things in perspective. What is most relevant to you right now? The taunts of others, seeing the negative manifest within your space, or you going to look at things the glass half full, so to speak. So it says, burn with desire. There is power in your desires. Let them be your fuel today. Your desires are your soul's wings, and it's time to take flight. Today's soul's action. Today, go inward. Your answers lie within. What do you desire? Choose what makes you happy and do that. So I do believe that you're wanting things to work favorably for you in your marriage, and to where your health, mental health, with mind, body, and spirit of you and your family unit can stay intact, okay? So I am going to conclude this episode of Spiritual Sense doing the weekly 6-card Celtic Cross, 6-part astrology reading, not astrology reading, but spiritual reading. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, you're more than welcome to comment below. Until then, have a safe and wonderful day. Good day.